Hello, YouTube. We are back with some more commentary. I am joined once again by Arby,
Me, TJ.
the Highwayman.
Yup, that's me. I just switched from different southern accents.
We're just doing the grand tour of the South here
Yeah.
with the Texaboos.
I hope he finds that Texaboo.
Yeah, I do too. But we are back with some more EX-5 commentary. Like I said in the previous video, this is our last set of EX-5 locals. So we are all looking forward to BT15 coming out very shortly. We are also planning on doing some preview videos, maybe a little bit different than the preview vids that we've done before, mainly focusing on some of the big hitters of this upcoming meta. So be on the lookout for that later this week. In this particular video, we've got our two Hyper Coliseum pros here. We've got Jorel on the left playing WarGreymon X, giving a throwback to the OG. We've got Arby playing his Melga deck. So you'll be getting like a direct insight as to what was going on during that time.
Yeah. Definitely.
But I remember I was sitting next to you guys and it was a pretty good back and forth. You know, I know, you mentioned there's some misplays here and there, but there's definitely like good back and forth between the two.
Yeah, it was, I think, a very fun game with a lot of exciting moments. So let's get into it.
Yeah, but before we hop into the match, just a quick shout out to our socials. In the link tree down below, there'll be links to our Instagram, our Twitter, our Discord, our TCG Player affiliate, as well as our YouTube membership. We really want to stress the Discord. Please join it. It's been a great place for people to kind of just talk around, shoot the shit, and hang out. So feel free to check it out. We will also have the TCG Player link to Sully's Abode, which is the shop where we're filming this at. We're there every Thursday. So for those of you in the Chicagoland area, feel free to check us out. Thursday, 6 o'clock, 6:30 p.m. We're here playing Digimon. So hope to see you there if you're around. And yeah, without further ado, let's hop right into it. Yeah.
You can catch us misplaying in person.
All right, and here we go. So how are you enjoying Melga so far?
I enjoy it a lot. It's a very fun deck. I think I need to mess with the ratios because there were some ratios where I felt were really inconsistent. But it's really fun. It's pretty straightforward, which I think is probably best for me because I'm usually coming to the shop like after an 8-hour day at work and I'm super tired. And that's probably led to all my misplays at Sully's because Dean's I come in to like refresh. I managed to grab 2 pieces, which is huge.
Yeah. And you are running the blue base as well. We've seen a lot of the purple base on the channel, but I think this is our first like dedicated blue base one.
I prefer the blue base just for see that Garuru right there. That Garuru is why I prefer blue base because it just says draw a card when you attack.
You swing, you draw.
Yeah, you swing, you draw, and if there's anything this deck does, it's swinging.
Oh boy, here we go. So we see the Guru X. So we get to draw 2 on top of the Evo, pitch 2.
Yeah, I discard. I don't know if the boosts and the training are really that worth it in this deck. Once the mats come, for those glorious 2 weeks, I think I'll just probably replace them with mats.
Yeah.
Here you see me attack, pitch a card, attack again. And then
here you're thinking.
Yeah. I think a little bit, and then I just say, you know what? I'll just go into the Guru, and then you stand because he's a little stuck on some stuff.
And you get to pick up a piece as well. So you do pick up the Melga X off of that, which is a good call.
Yeah.
Okay. Not bad. I mean... And then Jorel just passes through with a tie. Okay.
Yeah.
Blocker Agu.
And
what is nice too about the blue base is the jamming. Like Buka having jamming is just so good.
I forget to unsuspend my cool boy, by the way.
You do swing, you pitch a level 4 to pop the Agu.
Yeah.
You survive the check, go into Melga Ace.
Melga Ace, discard 3 or 2. I think it's just 2. And then I swing, use the effect. Oh, I don't have, yeah, so it's just swinging for 11. I don't actually have X antibody underneath, which I realized.
And then you go into it here.
Yeah, going to the cool boy. And then this happens! I lose it to a... Jorel told me after the match, yeah, I only run 1.
Oh my lord.
I think I spent a lot, like I psyched myself out thinking he would run more, so I wasn't being as aggressive as I was in the match overall. But that saved him so hard because now he has a blocker, and I don't have like a way to just go into a level 5, which is what I need for 2 swings. So he
and the Agu letting him go into Greymon 2 was just
for free.
gas. Just gas.
Free.
Yeah,
it's
for
so
free.
insane. It's so insane. Getting 2 memory just for promoting, that's crazy. Guru can't have the memory for having 2 pieces.
And then does decide to go into the WarGrey from BT14.
Yeah.
Technically does have Blitz, but since it doesn't have Reboot, he decides to just not swing, choke you to 1, which is very fair because it's like at 1 memory. As efficient as Melga is, I don't see Melga doing a whole lot here right now.
It's a little rough.
Unless you can get into like a Gabu X maybe. If you can go Gabu X, Guru, then Guru X, but that's like asking for a lot. Oh,
I just play the boost, so I have the ability. Like, there's a possibility if I have the right cards, I can go into a level 5, which gets around his 1 block. But then I think I am missing a level 5, or I'm missing a Guru X. So Jorel plays it pretty cool here.
Still hesitating to swing because he needs to keep that blocker on board.
Yeah, he needs to keep the blocker on board. Otherwise, I just win the game because he has no way of rebooting.
So it ends up just keeping the ties out there. That's fair.
Yeah, oh boy. Yeah. This matchup is a little back and forth. I do think WarGrey overall has just more tools to get rid of Melga than Melga has tools to get rid of WarGrey. Yeah, you see me.
Oh boy, here we go.
Did you vote now? No, I messed up the memory. Actually, I think I discard 2. Yeah.
In 1. Okay.
And then it looks like I do not have a level 5.
Oh no.
So, this is it's rough. It was rough. I was missing a bunch of memory. Or I was missing a bunch of like just pieces. I think I discarded pieces anyway. So that was my own fault.
Yeah, I mean, I think we talked about this on the other channel too. Like, it is tough though, with like how dependent you are on sort of like the draw trash engine of Garuru. That sometimes like, especially with blue base, I feel like you don't draw as much. As I say this, as your deck is starting to thin out, but
I get
Garuru aside, you don't really draw a whole lot.
I got the boost, and then I am forced to. So I did really like the WarGreymon X for the extra swing on Omnimon and your level 6s. That can really help. But the 4 memory cost has hurt me so much. It just feels like maybe it's best at a 1. Because 4 memory cost and the extra 1 memory cost, sometimes that ruins
For sure. I know. That's something I was actually going to ask you. Because in my build, I'm running a 2-2 split. I'm doing 2 of the new one and 2 of the old one.
I think that's what I did for a while, but then I switched to, I think, 3 of WarGreymon X from EX-5, and then 1 of the... Jorel, by the way, Digivolves into WarGreymon X antibody. swings intending to pop my Garuru X, but then hits an Omnimon while he's under 16k, so he loses the end of attack trigger.
Oh no!
And then he's just like, I don't have enough memory. So we both get saved by our security in one game. It was so much fun. And then he goes into this. I don't think he has the ability to blitz.
I don't think he has.
Block.
Does he have blocker either? Right? Because
and
then the others, or he has one blocker.
Yeah, you see me struggling. I ask him, "Does that have any protections?" And then he says, "No."
And you take game 1.
Yeah, game 1. Yeah, just kind of lucky. I think I misplayed. I don't know if I misplayed that much in this one, but I think I did. I probably did with like discarding cards. So.
Yeah, I mean, I've tested out with both purple and blue base, and I feel like purple with the pitching, it's a little bit more friendlier because you're like kind of cycling a lot more regularly. I feel like with blue, if you don't have the promo Garuru, which you were having, which was I think helped you out a lot. Like if you have the like plus 1k DP Garuru, it almost feels like you're doing it. But then there are times where like you try to go into like WarX, for example, and you're like, oh, pitch to unsuspend, and you're like, shit, I need both of these pieces. Like I don't want to pitch.
Yeah, that's the other thing I favored over purple base 2 was that sometimes the jamming just does matter.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to yeah. I think we were both getting like terrible opening hands. But yeah, sometimes the jamming does just matter because you don't always have the right Garuru pieces underneath. It's the same problem that old Garuru X had, right? Where,
yeah.
Like, if you don't have your protections, like you are afraid to swing.
Speaking of the old WarGreymon, you say bye-bye. Pick up the Garuru.
Yeah, I figured I needed this one.
Yeah.
More.
Oh dear. Jorel's doing Greymon things and going up into a line in the back.
Yeah.
Just scary.
About the boost, I go into Garuru.
Going to Garuru X.
Discard 2.
You gain the memory. So you did the training to go into the Garuru. Gain the memory since there's a Gabu in the stack, and then go into Garuru X. Gain a memory off of that, and then go into WarGar.
Yeah.
Oof.
Unfortunately, I drew the other, and then Jorel gets gets the training, which lets him do this play that you're about to see, and I cry.
You go Melga Ace and the WarGreymon X. You pitch a card, and you choke him to 1, which at this point it's just like, eh. I mean,
yeah, but he does this. He goes into.
He goes into MetalGarurumon.
Body underneath. Oh, the training doesn't even help him here.
No,
it's another. It's a different one where that. Yeah, which is really smart of Jorel to play around it. Put the X antibody underneath, swing, do 3 checks, and then I lose my threatening stack. Yeah, I had to.
And this time the WarGreymon X was big enough, climbing over the Omni X. Which it wasn't big enough before.
Yeah, because he got the plus 3k boost.
Yeah.
From the Metal X, so it's a little unfortunate, but I should have expected something like that to happen.
Yeah.
And this is where the power of WarGreymon comes into play, like the option to raid, and then the option to.
Yeah, you decide to just pass turn with the Ice Wall to 1. You do have the Gabu X sort of sitting out in the battle area. Jorel decides to swing. He will have 1 check or.
Yeah, I need to find
pieces. Yeah.
And then I need him to put me at 2 or more.
Which he does.
Do anything.
Lets him pick up a tie and a Gray X.
Yeah.
But at this point, it's almost like too little, too late.
Yeah, I draw 2, trash 2. I'm just getting rid of stuff. Go to 3 memory. And then I don't think I have a level 5 again.
Oh no. You have to
Yeah.
wear X, which
Yeah.
we just passed
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah, again, that's why I think I'm gonna cut the number down, because sometimes you just don't have the other pieces. Like, you need to find
Yeah.
and if I had the old Rare X, I could have just evolved into that, and then if X antibodies underneath, bounced his Agu, and then gone into what do you call it, Melga, and then popped his WarGrey.
Yeah, the ability to bounce is also really good. That BT9 allows you to do, especially in matchups like Anubis and stuff. You can pop like, you know, pesky retails like sabers and like whatnot, and just get them out of the way. But another thing too is maybe like I see Wear X having a little bit more synergy with maybe the decks that are running like Protoform, because it essentially does make it a 3-cost Evo as opposed to the 4. But I feel like sometimes Protoform is also just like like it's okay.
I think I admittedly haven't done as much testing with Protoform. Every time I use it, because it's only when you're digivolving into a Digimon with X antibody in its traits, right? So it helps when you're kind of bricked, but like losing the ability to digivolve when attacking is huge.
For a deck that likes to go super fast like yours,
Yeah.
100%.
Especially when, I need to edit my top end. Especially when you're, trying to go into like Omni X, for example. Being able to attack with Omni X sometimes wins you the game. Just flat out.
Yeah.
You see Jorel go into his line here. And then he's like, oh yeah, I swing. I think he's got like, I don't know, 16, 17k again. Swing 3 checks. I get a memory.
Okay.
And then I don't know why I put that Garuru. Did I put a Garuru in my hand from trash? Arby, what are you doing?
I don't know.
I put the X antibody. The X antibody in hand is correct.
You do pitch 2. Should gain a memory here.
Yeah, here I make a mistake. Or maybe, again, this card being the only X antibody in my hand or the only level 5 in my hand, hurts every time just because of the memory being way too much. I bounce.
You're going to swing, and then you do bounce the stack back to hand. Okay, I mean that's fair.
Yeah.
1 check. You got your body on board. Jorel is nothing. He's forced to just kind of build again, which
has to build in the back. But
God damn, he's
just finding. He's finding
everything.
He's finding everything he needs, man.
And a training too. My lord.
Oh, it's gonna get. Yeah, you think the 1 training is rough? You watch the. Oh no. I swing, draw, use the WarGreymon X to unsuspend. Yeah, I think. Oh no, when did I get those level 5s? Maybe I had them earlier, but
I think you just drew into him from like the top deck and the Gabu Evo. Good swing again. Hits a Metal Gray, which you have the Omni in hand now.
Yeah.
Which you could just do Omni and just like put pressure. You could also just try to choke to 1.
Yeah.
Knowing that you'll get like maybe multiple swings here. Okay, I mean that's fair. Go Omni.
Yeah. And then this is
swing.
I don't think it mattered that much. Yeah.
You reached oh no!
He gets another training. It doesn't matter because he goes into the 5 for 1.
Yeah, for 1. Tux X antibody.
Yeah.
I see that like head bobble when I know that he's cackling.
Yeah.
He's doing it.
Got the pieces. Swings for 2. Like omnis for game. Yeah. So well played by Jorel.
Yeah, I remember not just with your match too. Like I remember when I think Jorel was playing Bill as well. Like Greymon was
Yeah.
doing Greymon card game. He was finding his pieces very, very nicely. It was
Yeah.
smooth.
Sometimes you just buy pieces, and Greymon has it can raid, so it takes care of things that that don't have battle protection, and it has effect deletion on WarGreymon X. So like getting the best of both worlds can be a little rough for certain decks, but it is a red deck at heart, and sometimes you just don't have the pieces.
Or you can be like me and just like draw a bunch of level 5s and just be like, I'm gonna play MetalGarurumon.
Yeah. Yep. That was my experience.
But that does
Me
wrap
playing
it up.
Playing my blue deck. Just a red deck.
Like you said though, like real good back and forth between you two. We saw security kind of come up big for both players, which is, it is the game. The game is built that way where like sometimes you will have that lucky security check, and I think we both of you had your lucky security checks. Jorel definitely benefited from the turbo trainings at the end, but I think overall real good match by both of you. I didn't really see like a whole lot of misplays per se. Like probably subtle ones here and there for sure. But no, I think well played. Well played.
It was a really fun game. Always a little playing with the homies.
Yeah.
I actually think you're right. I'm looking back and I don't think I have a level 5, which is pain. But
yeah. But yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Like I said, our socials will be in the video description down below, as well as the TCG player link to Sully's store as well. Thank you all for tuning in. As always, we really do appreciate everybody's support. For those of you who have missed Jorel's announcement, either on the Discord or on Twitter, we did not forget about the Q&A. We promise you. We did do it. It was a good time. It was a hell of a video. It was actually like close to like an hour of us just like shooting the shit and talking. And we had some technical difficulties, so we will have to re-record it, but it will be back and better than ever once TJ comes back from the motherland. So it is a little bit delayed, but we will get it to you. We promise.
Yeah, once we get Japanese TJ back, I'm sure it's going to be an even better video.
It's going to be all in Japanese. But yeah.
Naruhodo.
So desu ka. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. We really appreciate every one of you as always, and we will catch you on that flippy flip. Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeehaw.